Hello, welcome to my show. My name's Patrick. Beautiful evening, sun is going down. I have my charts, my pendulum, and I've already done most of this already. I'll make this quick and brief. Today, Alex Jones and his InfoWar show was censored by Facebook and Sport TV. I never go there. I don't know where it is. And anyway, Facebook and Apple and YouTube, which is Google, owns that. And this is the biggest marketing blunder. It's equivalent to the NFL kneeling. The NFL is going to be pretty close to going out of business. I said this a couple years ago. I did it a year ago for how long this Kaepernick thing been going on? Maybe a year. And before then, they were getting very arrogant, like ESPN, and with their politics, they're attacking Trump and American people. It should be noted that the favorability of Alex Jones was about 45% of the country. It's pretty high. I mean, people think he has a right to exist and say what he wants, and I doubt it's about 40 to 50%. All right? Facebook, when this is done, their favorability will be much lower. Like, you know what? I didn't do it. I did it right now. It's 20%. No one likes Facebook. So Facebook, a company no one likes, is attacking one with a higher favorability. 50% is pretty good. It means people want to let Alex Jones do his job. So where will Facebook be after the... it's going to be much lower. It's like 15%. I can't tell. 15%. So what's going to happen here? This will last for about 5 weeks. All right? A month and a half. The dowsing says, roughly. And it's going to be a huge economic hit. And particularly to Apple, which has a high likability index in the country. I mean, people like Apple because they like Steve Jobs and, you know, young people. Okay, Apple's like 70%. Where will Apple be after the end of 45 days? Due to the Alex Jones censorship, it's going to be below 50. Looks like 45, 48%. So they're going to go from 75% favorability. Now this is a brand name. This is one of the most powerful. This is a $1 trillion company they brag about. It's not going to be a $1 trillion company when this censorship is done. They made a real big mistake. And it's because they're arrogant, and this is the interesting part, they were told to do it by someone higher than whatever his name is for Apple. This is the same for Google, which is YouTube, and anyway, those are the three major ones. Microsoft is kind of on the sideline, but they're involved as well, and it's really incredible that they have to go use this scorched earth policy. They're just going through with all their guns blazing, and it's going to blow up in their face. And it's because they're arrogant. They're extremely arrogant. They despise the American people. And when this is done, people will see these companies in a dark, dark light, and they won't be able to repair. You know, as I said, Facebook will go out of business in a couple years. And or maybe $2, $5 a share, something like that. And most of them, Apple will be hanging in the longest. And what's the other one? They're about 2.5 years. And we're going to see like a 50% correction in about a year. So these guys made a large mistake. And Alex Jones will initially lose about 25% of his market. Now, he was losing market and revenues before this. That's why he made the debacle with Q. And I suggested that he just ignore the whole topic of Q completely and just do what he always does, you know. And I don't know if he got rid of Zach or not, but I say get rid of Zach, and that would work out for him. And he seems to have stabilized, but this is a major attack because midterms are coming, and you know, intuitively, people don't like to be pushed around by the powerful. And the tech companies are powerful, and they're going to be taken down. And it couldn't happen to a better group of people. Now, this is simultaneous with the attack on the pedophiles in Hollywood. They're going to be taken down. So the debate has always been, can you reform these institutions like Hollywood and Facebook? The answer is probably not. Probably not. You're going to go in there and try to reform something that is so corrupt and tainted that the taint will always be there. And you might just, like Hollywood, they just might have to take away all the tax advantages they get and just burn the whole business down to town. Do we always need movies? You know, people enjoy them, and it is an art form. But if we get away from the sick, dark culture and go back into a culture of light, they'll be enjoyable again. You know, storylines that were solid and uplifting instead of, you know, everybody is a dog, pretty much. And dogs are nice. I like dogs. Anyway, I wanted to tell you that. So don't worry about Alex Jones. He's going to bounce back. I'm not sure how fast it's going to take, but they're going to abandon this whole effort. I'm not sure, probably at different times, once they see the damage they did to their company. And Apple's going to take a huge hit. They're no longer the stellar trillion-dollar company. I mean, what is this guy thinking? He's like an idiot. Go back to idiot school, you know, business school. Those degrees are worthless. And they're not talking to the people. They're calling people at Trump's rally a bunch of bad things. You know, they're calling them Nazis and everything. So we're really at a dark stage. And we douse that this whole thing goes through the election. I mean, this dark stage of protests from the left taking over. New York Times, you know, hiring a racist bigot. That really nasty piece of work. And things like that. And it's going to go through the election and probably 1 or 2 months past it. And then it peters out. So you just have to bear with it. Don't worry about Alex Jones. He's going to take a hit and he's going to bounce back. And I actually, I'll do it again later, but I actually have him doing better. He might get sympathy. And he might get a little sympathy ride. He's going to be maybe 20% bigger than he was before the censorship. So he'll go all the way down and then he'll bounce back. And I'm not sure about how many days, but you know, maybe in a couple months I could do it real quick. Let me just see. Okay, where's Alex Jones right now? Where is he in a month, please? In a month he's minus, okay, let's call it minus 20. 2 months, please. 2 months. Oh, he actually goes a little 2 months. He's down about 25%. Okay, 3 months. 3 months. Yeah. So he's going to do real good. It's going to be a real big bounce, and he'll be bigger than he was before the censorship. But he just has to understand he's going to take a little dip for about 2.5 months. All right, it's going to turn around, and I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe they all bring him back, and everybody wants to go see his videos, or maybe he gets a bigger platform on cable or something, you know, for his whole thing. I don't know, but that's what my dowsing says. Have a good night, and this show is just getting more and more intriguing, and just say your prayers, and you're going to do fine. We're all going to do fine. Remember, the bad guys lose at the end of this. Bye-bye.